Have you ever wondered how people influence, manipulate, or control others without them even realizing it? Yes, it is possible to save yourself from the severe effects of dark psychology. Today, we will discuss the dark side of human behavior, dark psychology.
Welcome to Healthy Body, Healthy Mind, where wellness meets wisdom and science empowers your life.
In this video, we'll explore the top 3 techniques of dark psychology, which some bad people might have tried to apply on you, or might be thinking of applying. You must be aware of these tricks of dark psychology, how they work, when they're used, and most importantly, how to protect yourself. If you are not aware, you will not be able to avoid them to protect yourself from the harmful effects of these dark psychological tricks. Bad people manipulate you, break your confidence, put you in unnecessary self-doubt, attack your self-image. They try their best to push you into anxiety and depression. There is only one way to avoid such people. Increase your awareness and protect yourself. Create boundaries so that you can avoid the trap of such people. Negative-minded people often apply dark psychology techniques to manipulate, control, or exploit others for their own personal gain. These individuals may feel insecure, power-hungry, jealous, or emotionally wounded, and instead of dealing with their issues in a healthy way, they resort to psychological manipulation. They use tactics such as gaslighting, manipulation, fear-based persuasion, and emotional blackmail to distort reality, gain control, or break someone's confidence. Their goal is often to make others dependent, submissive, or emotionally weakened so they can feel themselves powerful or superior. Dark psychology isn't just about evil intent. Sometimes it is used slightly in everyday life by toxic friends, controlling partners, unethical leaders, or even salespeople to get what they want at the expense of others' well-being. If you are not aware, you will be manipulated by such people, and then you will suffer from various mental and physical diseases. This video should not be kept only to yourself. It has to be shared with other people as well, so that all innocent people can be saved. Because you cannot teach people how they should behave, so you must watch this video till the end, so that you can save yourself and all those innocent people who fall prey to these tricks of any bad person. So let us start understanding now the tricks of dark psychology one by one.
Gaslighting is a trick of dark psychology. In this, a person puts you in self-doubt. He questions all your actions. Slowly, he makes you doubt your memory. He tries to prove that nowadays you are not able to focus properly. You do not remember anything. You had done any work in a very wrong way, and now you are saving yourself by saying that you had done that work correctly. And he does all these things so much after planning that you do not even have the slightest idea that you are becoming a victim of any dark psychological tricks. For example, your partner can make you crazy by using this trick. In case your partner has an affair with someone else and he tries to leave you, leaving like this is not possible, so he tries to make you a fool. He can mess up your daily chores. Like when you cook food, he adds excessive salt, and at the time of eating food, he blames you for pouring excessive salt in the food. Another example of gaslighting, he can put the iron on again and put it on the clothes after you have ironed them. In this way, he messes up your daily chores like taking out money from the cupboard and keeping it on the table. He will pretend and say that you are messing up with things and you do not remember anything at all. Your mind is not working properly. He slowly starts putting you in doubt and slowly starts convincing you that without the care of him, you could not do any work properly. Also, he shows love to you, expresses it, hugs you, and in such a way as if he is your well-wisher. He says no matter, even if you went completely mad, he would not leave you at all.
He would get you treated and would repeatedly convince you to accept that you have become a victim of mental illness. And when you do not accept and doubt this, he would convince you in some way or the other that in this type of illness, many times a person feels that he is right and you are in denial. He emphasizes that he is your well-wisher and there is really a problem with you.
He emphasizes that he is trying to save you. Sometimes you think, is it really correct that you are not doing your work correctly? So in this way, with a few months of hard work, he can slowly put you in so much doubt that you really start believing that your mind is not working properly and you are making some mistake of this type. And see, even then your partner is dealing with you with so much love. So when you become aware in this way that a person is repeatedly questioning your work and is trying to prove you that you did this work wrong, whereas you remember for sure that he had said this thing, now he is lying. Now he is trying to prove you wrong, that you did not do this work properly. Always remember, at that time you have to be aware, be firm, and you have to trust yourself instead of believing that person who is repeatedly trying to prove you wrong. You have to see that other people apart from him are not doing this. Why are you making all the mistakes in front of him? Instead of blindly trusting a person, you have to trust yourself, and you have to look for evidence so that you can prove that the other person is using the gaslighting trick of dark psychology upon you. This type of gaslighting manipulation mostly happens in close relationships and by seniors in certain work environments. Love bombing is another very powerful technique of dark psychology in which a person gives extraordinary importance to another person. Love bombing is a manipulative dark psychology tactic where someone overwhelms you with excessive attention, affection, and grand gestures right from the start to create an intense emotional bond. Think whirlwind romances, constant flattery, lavish gifts, and declarations of soulmate status within days. It feels intoxicating at first, but it's a calculated move to lower your guard, create dependency, and gain control. Love bombing preys on deep human needs, validation, connection, and belonging. Imagine meeting someone who sweeps you off your feet with relentless affection, constant compliments, extravagant gifts, late-night calls whispering, "I've never felt this way before," and declarations that you're their soulmate. It feels like a dream, almost too good to be true. Love bombing is a strategy designed to hijack your emotions, create dependency, and ultimately control you. At its core, love bombing is psychological grooming. It's not genuine love. It's a calculated onslaught of attention meant to overwhelm your senses. The bomber showers you with adoration, future faking like, "I can't wait to marry you, we'll travel the world together," and an intensity that feels flattering at first. But this isn't romance, it's a trap. It is to make you addicted to their validation. By giving you gifts, attention, time, and appreciation, he brings you so close that you depend completely on him as if he is the only well-behaved person and the world should be limited to him only. So that person gets completely attached to you emotionally. You need a lot of attention because the purpose of love bombing is to take benefits from someone. So, if you are a victim of love bombing, then understand that someone is giving you more attention than required just because he needs something very valuable from you. This kind of manipulation can be done by anyone. You can protect yourself by noticing if words don't match actions. Do they say "I love you" but disappear when you need support? You should stay grounded. If you feel addicted to someone's attention, step back and assess. Love bombing is emotional deception, a wolf in sheep's clothing. The rush is intoxicating, but the crash is devastating. Recognize it early or risk becoming another pawn in a psychological game. The next trick of dark psychology we are going to discuss is triangulation. Imagine being in a relationship where your partner constantly compares you to others, brings up their ex in every argument, or flirts with strangers just to make you jealous. Or picture a coworker who pits colleagues against each other, whispering to one, "Did you hear what Sarah said about you?" while telling Sarah something entirely different. These are not coincidences, they're calculated psychological attacks known as triangulation, a manipulative tactic designed to control, destabilize, and dominate.
This trick can turn relationships into battlefields. Triangulation is a favorite tool of narcissists, sociopaths, and emotional manipulators. It involves bringing a third person or even an imaginary character into a dynamic to create insecurity, competition, or confusion. The goal of the people who use this trick is to make you feel threatened, insecure, or desperate for approval. In return, your desperate feelings give the manipulator the upper hand. At its core, triangulation is about indirect control. Instead of confronting you directly, the manipulator uses another person, real or imagined, to mess with your emotions. Let's discuss some examples of how it plays out in different scenarios. Romantic triangulation. You're lucky to have me. Let me tell you a classic example of romantic triangulation. Your partner constantly mentions someone else in order to make you feel replaceable. Such people create an imaginary character and make that character very handsome, very rich, and so on. For example, your girlfriend indirectly starts expressing her feelings to you in such a way that she loves you. But there is another boy who is very smart. He's also very rich. He loves her a lot. He pays attention to her. He gives her a lot of gifts. She often says all these things to you so that she can trigger your insecurity. She can trigger the fear inside you that you can be replaced by her, as she has a better option. In this case, the purpose of this girl is to get maximum benefit from you. A toxic boss or coworker spreads rumors, selectively shares information, or praises one employee while undermining another. For example, a manager tells employee A, "You're my favorite here," while telling employee B, "You need to step up. Employee A is outperforming you." As a result, instead of uniting against unfair treatment, employees turn on each other while the manipulator stays in power.
A narcissistic parent or any other family member might constantly compare siblings. For example, they say to you, "Why can't you be more like your sister?" This creates resentment and competition where there should be love. Such types of behavior create long-term damage, and siblings grow up distrusting each other. The triangulation trick is very effective because humans are wired for social survival. We are afraid of rejection, abandonment, losing a partner, and losing status. Triangulation exploits this by making you feel like you're in constant competition. It creates a false reality and prevents unity. Triangulation is psychological warfare, a way for weak, incompetent people to feel powerful by keeping others off balance. Whether in love, work, or family, the antidote is awareness, boundaries, and refusing to compete for someone's approval. The next time someone tries to pit you against another person, ask yourself, who benefits from this drama? The answer will always lead you back to the manipulator. Don't let them win. If this video gives you knowledge, then share it with others for the betterment of their lives. Kindly like, subscribe, and comment for more useful and interesting videos.